Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Orca's MyLeague series. So in last episode, we had the first round of the playoffs, and as you can see, we beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, who were the 5th seed when we were the 12th seed, and we knocked them out in 7 games. It was a very close matchup between both teams, and we also lost Jack Blackwell in that series to injuries, so our team is kind of not the greatest going into the second round, but hopefully Tom Morgan's back kind of soon. He's got 1 to 2 weeks, so he's probably not back this series. I could be wrong with that, but anyways, we're in the second round against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who swept their first round series against the San Antonio Spurs. Their roster, I showed you guys in last episode, but I'll show you guys again quickly, is pretty deep. As you can see, their starting six is all above 83 overall almost, and you also see they have some pretty good depth guys as well. So yeah, they are a scary team for sure, and I don't know if we could beat them, but we did beat Cleveland, so there's always a chance we could move on. I was looking at the season series against Minnesota, and it turns out we won 1 game, but we lost 3 of them, so we weren't really good against them during the regular season, but hopefully in this case we are able to beat them and move on to face Sacramento or Atlanta. Atlanta, I think, had Lothar Lindman, but he's out with an injury, so we would not have to face him if we do play. Yeah, he's out with an injury, I think. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, anyways, let's get into round number 2. They got home court advantage, I think. Yep, obviously they do. Let's see what happens here in game number 1 in Minnesota. See if we could somehow stun the Timberwolves just like what we did to the Cavs, because that was their first ever series in a playoffs, and we managed to beat them in 7 games. I was really surprised that we actually managed to move on, but I think the difference in this series comes down to if we could play our 3-point shooting game, because apparently Minnesota is really bad from 3-point range, but we're pretty good. So if we could get a lot of points from 3-point range, we could win the series technically, but we're not off to a good start here in game number 1. It's not as close, it looks like, as the Cleveland series. Yeah, we're down by quite a bit of points. We're gonna need a historic comeback to win this one. Yeah, we're gonna lose game 1, I think. But I'll probably rebuild the rotation shortly again. Yeah, we're definitely losing this game. They outplay us badly, 120 to 88. D'Angelo Russell had a good game, but everybody else kind of underperformed, and that's probably the difference. Team comparison, yeah, we weren't ourselves because we didn't play good from 3-point range, and they played better than us from 3-point range. Huh. There's all the stats. I'm not going to read them all off like I did last episode just because it took too long. But in case you guys want to see all the team stats from the game. Okay, so let's rebuild that rotation again just to make sure it matches better against Minnesota. Yeah, so currently our problems is we have our 2 best guys injured pretty much, and then all these guys, they're decent, but the only really good one is D'Angelo Russell. There's a couple 82s and stuff, but we're going to have to rely heavily on D'Angelo Russell to win the series. So game number 2, can we bounce back and win at least 1 game going to Vancouver, or will we go down 0-2? Let's put it at this speed. It's another close game. We've had a lot of close games in this playoffs, but we managed to win most of them. Some of them we haven't. But yeah, this is a tight game. It's back and forth, it looks like. And they're trying to run away with it in points, which they are doing. They're up on us by almost 10 points. It's hard to keep up with the sim almost because the sim's so fast. Yeah, we're kind of falling back again because our offense is not showing up at all. We might go down 0-2. More than likely at this rate. Unless we have a third or fourth quarter comeback. Almost to the third period comeback. So used to hockey. And yeah, we're definitely going to lose game 2 110 to 99. So it's because we played really bad in that third quarter, only scoring 17 points. Our other quarter we had 26, 24, and 32, but yeah, that third quarter was really bad. That might have made the difference pretty much. Lawrence had 21 points, and then also D'Angelo didn't show up as much as I was hoping to. But we definitely need to play better in front of our home crowd if we want to win this series. So there's all the stats again. We were really good from 3-point, or not 3-point, free throws. They had a lot more rebounding. So, oh yeah, it's probably because of Mo Bamba, because apparently he's one of the best rebounders in this. So let's rebuild that rotation again. There we go. Okay, so we're down 0-2, and Minnesota's now 6-0 in the playoffs. Hopefully we can at least win one game to say we beat a team that is potentially a team that could win a championship this year. So here we go, game number 3 on home court. We've won one playoff game on home, on home court before. Let's see if we could win another, and that would be nice. Here we go. Let's speed it up a bit. It's another close game to start off with, but actually maybe it's not that close. We need to have a very strong time where we just play really good defense, because we're just getting obliterated right now. Almost down by 30 points. Oh, we're making our way back up. It's getting closer, but they're still up on us by 20 points. Yeah, we might go down 0-3. Yeah, Minnesota is definitely a lot harder of a challenge than the Cavs were. Yeah, more than likely at this rate we're going to go down 0-3. Unless we have a big comeback here late. Come on, boys. No, we're not going to. We're down by 10 points here late in the game, and we're going to lose by a final score of 112-97. Losing by 15 points. Yeah, this is just probably because Blackwell's injured. If we had Blackwell, at least it would give us more offense, but yeah, that injury definitely is costing us. So here's all the stats again. We're probably going to get swept, I feel like. But this team did come back from a 3-1 series deficit against Cleveland. So, it's possible to come back from a 3-0 series deficit as well, but it's very difficult. I don't know any basketball team that has done it, but I know it's easier in basketball than in the NHL is. So, Sacramento's up 2-0 currently. Boston's up 2-0, and it's 1-1 between Memphis and Portland. So, here we go. We need to win this game to stay alive. Give our fans at least something to cheer about, guys. Tom Morgan's playing injured, apparently, for this game, I think. According to the coach. Let's see, is he actually playing? He might get re-injured again, too, but the coach wants to put him in. So he's almost like the same type of thing as what happened to... yeah, he's like what happened with Kevin Durant, getting him put into the lineup while he's injured. So hopefully he doesn't re-injure himself again, because he does have really bad knees in this. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if we could win at least a game with Tom Morgan in the lineup. Will Tom Morgan play really good injured and give us at least that one win in this series? We're off to a pretty good start here, but it's still pretty close. It's a couple possessions separating the two teams, and they're almost right back to tying the game up. Come on, boys. We need a good output from Tom Morgan, even though he's still kind of injured. We're up by almost 10 points, and it's still very close. Oh no, they take the lead. Now it's coming down to this fourth quarter. Come on, Tom. They're trying to run away with it. Yeah, they're running almost away with it now. Yeah, we gave them way too much points in this fourth quarter, but we're coming back again. It's close. It's going down to the last points. It's going to overtime, actually. Holy shit, I didn't realize that. Overtime game, and we're going to win in overtime as we take a game against Minnesota 122-118. Wow. A career high 21 points from Kelly Warren in that game. That was a great game. And Tom Morgan put up 17 points as an injured player, and he didn't get re-injured, which is good. But Tom Morgan coming back for the series might be a big difference on how we play. Okay, so let's rebuild that rotation again, since I think Tom Morgan's got day-to-day still with his knee injury. Wait, what did I just do? Tendency view. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back to that, and oh, so they're not even playing Tom Morgan in the top 5. He's our 6th man currently while he's injured. But yeah, he's off to a good start, and we're 5-6 in the playoffs. This is going to be a very tough game, though, winning in Minnesota to stay alive again. So let's see if we could win again with Tom Morgan in the lineup. Game number 5, let's see if we can win We've won 5 playoff games this year, which is more than I expected. Let's see if we can win another. And we're off to a pretty good start. I don't know why I went that fast, but yeah, we're killing them in this game, which is good. We might be able to force a game 6. I don't know if it's Tom Morgan that's being the difference maker right now, or Kelly Warren's just having another good game. Because we're up by quite a bit of points. Yeah, we're going to win this game, I think. And we're going to take the series back to Vancouver with a chance of tying the series after being down 0-3. Yeah, I think our 3-point shooting is going up now because Tom Morgan's in the lineup, and we already had a really good 3-point percentage. And we win that game 131-104. Nice. D'Angelo Russell, 21 points. Tom Morgan put up 19 points, even though he was injured still. Yeah, Tom Morgan helping us out big time. Here's all the stats again. I don't know if I looked at last game, but I'll look through this again. So I'm surprised we're managing to force a game 6, at least being down 0-3. And wow, we had possession a lot more than they did in that game. So we kind of dominated the court a bit. As you can see, 28 minutes for us, but they only had 19 minutes with the ball. But we won by like almost 30 points. Okay, so that's more than likely why we won, because we had the ball a lot more. Let's go back to this game plan again. How long until Tommy's out still day to day? Well, he's not out, but he's still playing injured. Okay, game number 6. We need another big game from our offense and stuff like that. We're on home court. Will we force a game 7 again? Because we're 1-0 in game 7 situations. Let's see if we could force another game 7 here. Tom Morgan, I'm relying on you, buddy. Let's see if you could do it even though you're injured again still. We're not off to a great start, but it is still pretty tight. We're working our way up to being close to tying it again. And there it is. The game is going to go back and forth again now for almost the rest of this game, unless some team takes over completely. We're up by a couple points now. We're up by 10 points. Come on, boys, keep it going. We need to keep this going into the second half. And we're only up by a couple points now. Yeah, this is a very close game again. We just need to keep putting up points because they are trying ever so hard not to force a game 7, even though it is on their home court, so that gives them a bit of a leg up. Come on, boys. We actually might do this. Yep, we're going to force a game 7 back in Minnesota, as we somehow managed to come back from an 0-3 series lead, and Tom Morgan apparently is feeling healthy now, so he's not injured. And with him at full health, maybe he becomes the difference maker in game 7. He had 24 points in that game, so he definitely helped out. D'Angelo, 28 points, and the rest of them there. So if we get Jack Blackwell back soon, which I don't think we will, if we get him back like within the next series, if we get onto the conference finals, we have maybe a better shot of winning, because Jack Blackwell as well with Tom Morgan and all that would be a very good starting 6. So here's all the stats from the game. I'm really surprised we managed to pull off an 0-3 deficit to force a game 7. But we still got to win that game 7. That's still a very crucial game. See if we can get onto the conference finals. Okay, so let's go back to our coaching game plan and let's go best again. So yeah, Tom Morgan back to full health and he's on a hot streak. Everybody in our top 5, like our starting 5, is on fire right now, so that's huge. Hopefully they can continue to do so in game 7. So the winner of this will move on to face, looking like Atlanta, might be still Sacramento. Looks like maybe Boston and Portland in the East or in the other side. So here we go, game number 7. Let's see if we can somehow upset another team in a game 7 situation. Let's go. Real-time simulation again. Not off to a great start here, though. Like I said, this is going to be a very tough one because it's in Minnesota. We have won in Minnesota multiple times, I think, so far. Or at least once. But they're off to a very good start by comparison to their last 3 games. So I feel like the Sim Engine just gave me wins, so at least I would feel better about this team. But at this rate, I think we're going to be eliminated. Yep, we're definitely going to be eliminated. We're down by over 30 points. Damn, that really blows. After we managed to force a Game 7, this team just completely fell apart in Game 7. Well, I mean, it was still a very successful year for Vancouver. As you can see, the first quarter we just got obliterated. The second quarter was kind of closer. The third quarter was really bad. And then the fourth quarter was not that bad. And yeah, Tom Morgan didn't show up like he should have. And he was a minus 33 apparently, which is really bad. So yeah, we lose that series in 7 games, and that is going to do it for the playoffs apparently. So here's all the stats in case you guys wanted to see those. Damn, that really sucks. But at least we won 3 games in the second round, which means we were very close to being a conference finalist, which I don't know how we were because we lost some good pieces last offseason. So hopefully we could get mostly everybody back in the offseason. Okay, so now that that's done, let's sim through the remainder of this postseason and see who comes out on top. So Atlanta looking to beat out Minnesota. Looks like Boston's going to the finals potentially. Yeah, Boston gets to the finals against Atlanta. And it's going to be going to a Game 7, and Boston takes it. So Atlanta loses in the finals. Kyrie Irving takes home the MVP award, even though in real life he's now, I believe, in Brooklyn, right? So interesting to see him still in Boston there. Let's take a look at that box score from that final game. No, Lothar Linden was coming back from, or he was playing with an injury. Huh. So he lost in the finals. Anybody else that used to play for us in here? I don't think so. Don't think so. Yeah, nobody, I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's advance to some of this off-season stuff. I'm not going to get all this off-season stuff done yet. We won't even, oh, we could go to the draft lottery probably, because the rest of the stuff doesn't take that long. So, player retirements, Durant retires, Westbrook retires, James Harden, Mike Conley, some pretty big names retired. Anybody for us, though? I don't think so. Because like I was saying, Tom Morgan, I feel like, is the type of player that could retire. Bruce Neely, wasn't that guy like a pick in... Yeah, he was a pick in 2019. Wow, this guy had a short career. Because this guy was drafted first overall in 2019 before we took Lothar Lindman, and then we made that stupid mistake. Huh. Interesting. Retiring at 30 years old. So yeah, that's all the retirements. Hall of Fame inductees: James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook. Not a surprise that those 3 made it. Jersey retirements, also the same guys. Well, actually, Russell Westbrook didn't get his number retired, which is kind of controversial, I think. So James Harden and Kevin Durant both did. League meetings approved. Opposing team will enter the bonus after 14 fouls have been committed in overtime period. I don't know what that even does. Huh. Yeah, I'll just leave that. Okay, so the draft lottery, league realignment should stay the same. Draft lottery, we're not going to be in this. So actually we are. What the heck? We have the first best odds to win? How? Wait, maybe because we won last year, they gave us the best odds to winning? That's weird. I don't know if that's a glitch, guys. We might have a first overall pick despite making the playoffs. So, you know what? We're going to skip through this lottery, though, just because I don't expect us to win still. And we still have number 1. How the heck did we get number 1? Because you guys remember last year we had the the actual playoff format to win a series, and we just missed out on the playoffs. This year we somehow still had a draft lottery pick, and we still got number 1. So I don't know why that is, because we shouldn't have, because we made the playoffs. But we have the number 1 pick this year. Okay. Coaching is good. Let's actually get to that draft already and stuff like that, almost. I just want to see... Actually, let's take a look at the draft class, and then that'll be it for this episode, just because I didn't even check the draft classes here, I'm pretty sure. So, okay, this guy's definitely going to be our pick, I think. Mr. Hal Morris Sr. 80 overall shooting guard. Yeah, this guy's probably going to be the guy we draft next episode. Unless it's a glitch and it fixes itself for next episode, but some of these other guys have better potential, but this guy's a better overall and he's young. There's also JT Moncrief, but we don't really need a small forward, I don't think. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Orcas MyLeague series. So in next episode, we will take it to the off-season. We'll do our drafting, our free agent signings if we make any. Hopefully this team is still really good next year, and hopefully we have a chance to win, because I don't know how much episodes are left of this series. But anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.